Kezia Hinds Show. I am your host, Kezia Hinds, and today we will be exploring a topic that I know many of us can relate to, and that is how we navigate complex family relationships. This subject resonates with me deeply, especially when we consider the emotional weight that often accompanies family dynamics. For a while, I've noticed people expressing how fortunate they feel to still have their parents in their lives. However, not much is said about what happens when those relationships aren't as straightforward. What if there are feelings of resentment or disappointment, especially when a parent has been absent or unsupportive? So I did some digging, and not only for those navigating these feelings, but also for myself. For those who have known me for a very long time, you'll know that my parents have been traveling extensively during a significant part of my life. And if you go back and watch episode 4 on healing childhood wounds, then you'll see and you'll also discover that I had to find the inner strength to forgive myself for suppressing my own feelings of abandonment and also to forgive my own parents. As a parent myself, I've also realized that at times I do what I believe is best for my children, which may or may not always align with what is truly best for them. To this day, I find myself grappling with mixed emotions, navigating my own feelings, and I've sought professional help. Perhaps you have a parent or both of your parents who were never active in your life, or like me, parents who travel frequently, leaving you feeling a bit abandoned. Maybe you never met your birth parents, or your parents were present but they were not truly engaged. Regardless of the situation, it's likely that you've experienced some feeling of abandonment and these relationships became very challenging. And what's important is also recognizing that your feelings are valid and you should give yourself some grace. Through conversations with friends and family members, I've learned that in our journey through life, we will encounter various experiences that complicate our relationships. The absence of a parent, especially during your formative years, can lead to unresolved feelings, and there's this societal pressure to maintain a positive relationship, which can also be very overwhelming. It is important to understand that our parents, just like us, were dealing with their own internal issues. This realization does not negate our feelings, but it encourages empathy and consideration. So how do we navigate these complex emotions? Here are a few strategies I've noted down after a discussion with my therapist, and I've also did some research on my own. And one of the first things you need to do is to acknowledge your feelings, because it's okay to experience a range of emotions, including anger or frustration. Recognizing that these feelings is the first step towards understanding them. The second thing we need to do is to set boundaries. When we establish healthy boundaries, it is very essential for our own personal growth. And it's okay to prioritize your well-being and create a space when needed. The third thing is seek support. Whether through friends, support groups, or like me through a therapist, connecting with others can provide valuable perspective and comfort. And the fourth thing is to practice self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself and understand that you're doing the best in this challenging circumstance, and it's normal to have ups and downs. The fifth thing is to focus on the positive. While it's important to acknowledge the negatives, try to find a silver lining or moments where you find joy or peace in your relationship with your parents. And the sixth thing is to forgive your parents. They did the best that they could with the knowledge that they had at the time. And if you have your own children, don't be surprised to learn that you might cause them trauma too. And you'll need the same grace extended to you. Navigating family dynamics is a journey, and it's perfectly okay to seek help along the way. And as we wrap things up today, I want to leave you with a positive thought, and that is every relationship is a work in progress. Embrace the journey, learn from the challenges, and celebrate the growth. Thank you for joining me this week on the Kezia Hinds Show. Until next time, be kind to yourself and be kind to others, and see you again next Friday right here on YouTube, 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for another episode. Take care and have a great weekend. Goodbye.